Welcome to another Good e-Reader review video. My name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Today we're going to check out the Sony PRS T2. This is the very latest device from Sony. In the past they used to release anywhere between 2 and 3 e-readers a year. The last year or two they've only released one model, and this is it. You're looking at a 6-inch e-ink Pearl display, 2 gigs of internal storage, 32 gigs of expanded memory, and it's pretty well Wi-Fi, so you could do business with Sony, and you can also check out books with Overdrive, depending if your library supports it or not. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to unbox it, show you everything that comes in it, and hopefully if it's charged, a first time boot up. And then in our follow-up videos we'll compare this against the Sony PRS T1 and give you a side-by-side comparison, and we'll also give you a full hands-on review video. So if you are looking to upgrade from a previous Sony e-reader, we're pretty well going to give you all the reasons and hopefully more on why you should. So let's crank this open.
Alright. I know that the Sony readers are really difficult to open from the top, so I guess I'll just open it from the bottom here, as it does say open. There we go.
Looks like it's packed rather securely.
It does. Oh, the infamous large stylus for these devices. Was never a big fan of these ever since the T1. Usually you see the stylus slide into the device, but they give you this honking pen with a big shirt clip on it. So I guess, you know, it's just what you have to deal with. Here's the micro USB cable. This end goes into the device for data transfer and charging, and of course the USB 2.0 port into your USB port on your computer, tablet, PC, or laptop. So we'll leave that. And you have Harry Potter book flyer here. So the serial number, oh, cover that.
So yeah, basically with the Sony PRS T2, you actually get a free ebook from Pottermore, and it's the first book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This will give you a free book. Don't worry about the code, it's ready or soon going to be redeemed, so you don't have to worry about that. If you guys are unaware, Sony actually helped lay down the infrastructure of the Pottermore store. So when you go there to buy ebooks, in top right hand corner it does say powered by Sony.
Quick start guide, hold on to that, teaches you pretty much how to use the device if you are new,
which is pretty handy. A lot of people who are first time e-reader purchases may not know how to set up Wi-Fi or how to navigate the menus correctly, or you know, they need a little bit of assistance to generally use it.
Exactly. Product information, as it says here, important in looks to be 12 different languages. If you have any warranty questions, it would be found in here, and as well in this limited warranty guide. So if you have any problems with it, it'll tell you how you can take care of it and who to contact.
Alright, so I'm pretty excited to check this out. This is the white model, but there are different colors available, such as you know, black and red. So I'm pretty interested to see it. Traditionally, the black one was probably the most prevalent for the Sony PRS T1, and it was very glossy, which was it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. One of the redeeming factors of the PRS T2 is the glossiness factor is severely diminished, so you're not going to get all that reflective glare off of light, and just to take away from the reading experience.
Here it is. You see the buttons have been pretty much almost keyed out to exactly the shape of each of the buttons, so that's, I think, a really nice idea.
Yeah, it looks all silvery and chrome-esque.
The back is just a matte kind of super hard rubber. It offers a fair deal of grip. Reader, and the micro SD card slot on the side here to expand up to 32 gigs of storage. Reset button, micro USB in, power button. As I said, the micro SD. Nothing on the top, nothing on the side, nothing really on the back.
I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have an internal slot for the stylus. That's one of the things. The Sony 650 was awesome because it actually, remember, it had a stylus holder, and the stylus was actually smaller. It seems as though as the Sony e-readers are getting more refined, the stylus or styli are actually becoming bigger, and it's not able to be held, which means you'll probably lose it. I mean, not being able to put in the device equates, it's only a matter of time before it's gone.
Exactly. Here's the device. Here's the stylus. So you can see it is actually longer than the width of the device itself and pretty much the screen. So a little bit out of place, I would say.
Alright, so let's power this on, and I'll just give you my initial thoughts. I really like the Sony design. It's very simplistic, elegant. You could tell that these keys here are sticking out, so they're not like sunken. If you kind of look here, they're actually a little bit up, so it has a little bit more of that tectonic feel to it. As you can see, that there's no manual page turn buttons here. Many e-readers have, you know, grooves here on the left and the right in order to manually turn page turns, but with this you would have to hit the forward and back button, or you would have to you know, touch it with the display. Now, interacting with this device is fairly solid because it uses infrared touch, so it's the same sort of touchscreen technology that you would find in the Kobo Touch, or you would find in the Amazon Kindle Touch, and even the Nook Simple Touch reader. So a lot of these newer generation ones have infrared built into the side of the bezel here, which really give you a little bit more of pinpoint accuracy. One thing Sony's done well with their software, and most of their e-readers have styluses or styli with them, is in order for you to draw. They usually have a number of drawing apps and note-taking apps, and it's a little bit easier to use textbooks and to make highlights and annotations if you actually have a stylus, as opposed to just doing it with your finger. So this is the main menu here. As you can see, there is a number of sort of sample books here. Obviously, they're not going to give you these books for free, but you can see the Sony e-reader store, bookshelves and applications. Let's just check out what we have here. So the public library, this is Overdrive. You actually have a built-in web browser, which is not experimental, unlike Amazon, who's been running an experimental web browser for what, about 6-7 years?
Probably around that.
And you have your news, you have your notes, you have 6 different dictionaries here, as well as your handwriting, text memos, seeing pictures in glorious e-ink. The 2 of the new features found in this is Facebook integration to be able to send passages to status updates, as well as Evernote. So if you use Evernote, you could send things to and fro to your account. So this is going to be your important menu that you're often seeing. Of course, you can use these keys to interact with everything. You're not solely dependent on a stylus. A lot of tablets or other things that come with styluses often say you can only use a stylus with it, whereas this could use your hands too. So the stylus isn't too important unless you really want to take it to the next level. Before we exit this unboxing video, let's just show you a little bit of the book experience. Okay, so this is pretty well how it'll look by default. Of course, you can hit menu options here and change the font sizes, things like that. So we are going to show you this in great detail in our review video. So if you want to learn all about the Sony PRS T2, check it out at our YouTube channel at youtube.com/goodereader. And for all the latest news, previews, interviews, and a whole lot more, check out goodereader.com. And for Good eReader, my name is Michael.
This is Peter.
And everybody take care.